Okay, this video is basically going to be me going over what it's like to own reptiles as a teenager, especially one who's just getting into high school. So first off, just want to say I've taken care of reptiles, animals for a while, and I'm responsible enough to do so. So make sure you have that experience and time and effort to be able to do this. And a lot of time with school and more, it's hard for younger people to get into it, but it can happen and it can be very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna try not to make this video too long because, you know, a new channel, people don't really want to sit down and, you know, sit around and listen to you talk about things for too long. But I just wanted to say that it is very good. Other than the main 3 issues with, you know, my age in this, is the first one is reptiles are expensive. Whether it's them themselves or all of the supplies that they need to be healthy, like heating bulbs, UVB lights, tanks, even like tubs stuff, plants, artificial plants, food, water dishes, food dishes, hides, basking areas, and so many more things. So the basic idea is they're expensive. If you don't have people to help you or people who can, you know, lend you things or money that you're making so you can buy those, then it's difficult because you want to take care of them and give them the best care that they can get. But money can always be an issue. But there's always other ways to be able to do things cheaper and easier without the money. And we'll probably get into that in another video about how to set up things for cheap. The next issue is time. Most of the time, teenagers or people my age or even a little bit older, they're in school. So they're in school for most of the day, for most of the year. They come home, their animal still needs attention, still needs food, still needs their tank to be clean, still needs to soak, still needs to bath, all of those things. But a lot of time when you get home from school or home from any type of job, you want to lay around and, you know, just forget about that. Or you have more work to do. But when you have reptiles, they take a lot of time, a lot of effort. Not exactly like cuddling, or they're not too social creatures, but cleaning takes a lot of time. Making sure they're fed the right things and their tanks stay clean, and so do they, takes a lot of time and effort. So you have to be willing to put that into it. And that's a big thing that when I was like really young and I wanted to get into this, I had to learn the truth that it just wouldn't work, because at the time I just wasn't ready to do this. And then there is the thing of space. I live in a smaller house and all I basically have for all of my stuff is my bedroom. So being able to fit a stand where I can put my tanks, my bins, my storage containers, and especially the turtle tub that I have, that's hard because I keep everything in my room. So luckily, I just redid my entire bedroom, which made everything clean, and I was able to organize everything to make the most of the space. But not everyone has this, and a lot of the time you don't want your turtle tubs or your bins or tanks sitting on the floor where they can get damaged. And your animals, a lot of the time, they like to observe. Like Jupiter. He is literally watching me talk right now because he likes to observe. And a lot of time from the floor, it's harder for them to do so, and that can make them more stressed or not. It really depends on the animal, but for mine, they like to be able to see you. My turtles right now are not very social, but when I had them in tanks, they were more active. But basically, those are the 3 main issues. But other than that, I really enjoy having them. I like to write and I like to read, so having my bearded dragon that I can hold and that is really good at being handled so far is a nice thing to have, especially if I'm doing work or planning to do work. It's just a very relaxing animal to have. The turtles, I've always been really big into turtles. I know a ton of facts about them. I know how to take care of them. I know basically a lot of things. I've written so many papers and essays on them when I've gotten choice of what to write about. So they're very cool animals that I enjoy, but I do not recommend either of these for beginners. They're definitely intermediate animals. Turtles are mainly because they're nasty. Look, I love them, but it is disgusting to clean their tanks, and you kind of get desensitized to it for a while, but it is really hard, and all the stuff they need is expensive, so keep that in mind if you ever do that. And bearded dragons, they're easier, but they take a lot more care and a lot more intuition, so I have to observe them a lot and just learn things before I'm able to fully do that. But because I've taken care of reptiles a lot and I have a lot of the supplies, I would say kind of intermediate level, it was pretty easy. And yeah, so I just wanted to say that. And this is probably gonna be my last reptile video, like for a little bit. I'm gonna try and do more videos introducing the other stuff I want to do this channel, which will be book reviews, anything with like cleaning my room, doing simple tasks, and even journaling if I get the time to do that. But right now I'm getting ready for school, since, you know, back to school. And I am also, you know, watching these guys and making sure they're doing okay, especially since Jupiter just got a new food. I might do a kind of back to school thing where I go through my book bag. I might not, who knows? I don't really care, honestly. But yeah, I'm Peyton, and whether people watch this or not, this is a way for me to kind of talk to myself and get that out of what I do. Well, also, if people do watch, I'm able to educate them, and I'm able to learn from people. They comment things. But the main reason I'm doing this is also because I want to look back in the future. If I lose this account, I want it to be public so I can look back and go, oh my goodness, look what I did this. It's like YouTube can be a time capsule, and that's honestly how I view this. So yeah, if I don't edit things a lot, then I apologize. You're free to, like, you know, fast forward through to the parts that you want. If I stutter, I apologize. I'm new to this, and hopefully I'll keep doing this for a while and get better. So bye.